Dear participants of the conference, Western Balkans Sustainable Policies Towards EU Integration, dear ministers, excellencies, dear colleagues and friends, we all know that issues of sustainability, environmental protection, as well as energy innovation and supply are amongst the core political challenges, but also opportunities we are facing in the 21st century. My name is MEP Lunacek. I'm Vice President of this European Parliament. I'm in charge of the Western Balkans, and I'm from Austria. And I'm also rapporteur for Kosovo, as well as a member of the European Parliament's delegations for Bosnia and for Kosovo, for Serbia and for Montenegro. Unfortunately, I cannot be with you in person today, but I'm glad I can address you at least via this video message. And let me assure you that as a Green member of this European Parliament, the Western Balkans' environmental and ecological future, which goes along with the EU integration of all 6 countries of the region, naturally lies very close to my heart. Now, all of you know about the Paris Agreement, don't you? This last year's agreement has shown that now is the time for actions to follow words, and that phasing out fossil fuels is a demand that we have to fill today. The Paris Agreement, in line with EU positions, stipulates that a future that will bring energy security and economic growth lies in innovation in the energy sector, in investment in energy efficiency, renewable technologies, and diversification of the energy mix. The latter, with the phasing out, as I said already, of oil and gas, is also an important factor in international affairs, because it makes countries and governments more energy independent from authoritarian regimes, thus strengthening the struggle also for human rights. Now, but let's get back to the direct relevance for Southeastern Europe of the topic you're debating. You know, huge numbers of green jobs, and therefore reduction of unemployment, as well as reduction of energy costs for households and businesses, all of that lie on the path to its increased energy efficiency and sustainability. Now, what is needed? We need to modernize the energy system, and that's unavoidable. And here I'd like to take one example of the most recent European Parliament's report, which I have authored, on the one country in the region I know best, the Republic of Kosovo. The recent European Parliament resolution on Kosovo expresses its concern at Kosovo's precarious energy situation, which is having a negative impact on the daily life of its citizens. The current level of electricity losses and related commercial damages are very high because of the grids wearing out. Here, major reforms to improve energy efficiency and security of supply through investment in the rehabilitation of the grid are needed. This is, by the way, true for the whole region. Now, despite rich lignite resources, the old and fragile coal plants of Kosovo A and B need to be decommissioned as soon as possible. Energy needs assessment studies need to be done before commissioning the new power plants such as the Kosovo Sea. And renewables need to be prioritized, and procurement procedures have to be transparent. Therefore, what did the government need to do? They need to give more flexibility to their energy regulatory offices in granting authorizations to new business investors in the efficiency and renewable sector. This, of course, needs to be accompanied by transparent processes and social and environmental impact assessments. And, of course, new hydroelectric plants should not endanger environmental protection and the environment as such. What do we have? We have seen some noticeable progress, for example, in the renovation of buildings, as recently done by the city of Pristina. But energy intensity and energy waste needs to be reduced further, and more education is needed on how to save energy. Governments should design clear and viable energy policies, understandable for their citizens and essential for its economic development. I'm very glad to see that you will discuss all of this and many other issues today at your regional conference. And in this light, I wish you very successful and fruitful discussions. From the European Parliament, you can count on our support. All the best and goodbye.